In this video, we are going to learn about pointers in C++. Let us understand what is a pointer through this example. Suppose that we have a variable named var having value 100. Now we already know that every variable that we declare in our program is stored at some address inside computer's memory. Therefore, this variable var must also be stored at some memory address. Suppose that I store this address in some other variable, let's say p, then p becomes pointer variable because it is pointing to this address where variable var is stored inside computer. And obviously, since p is also a variable, even though a pointer variable, it must also be stored at some memory address. So this is the concept of a pointer variable. Let's see what is its definition. So by definition, a pointer is defined as a special variable that stores the memory address of another variable. Instead of holding the actual value of a variable, say a number or a text, a pointer holds the location where the variable is stored in the computer's memory. This allows programmers to indirectly access and manipulate data. Declaration of pointers is pretty simple. You just need to mention the data type, which is usually integer type in case of pointer variables, and then we define the pointer variable name, and it is preceded by an asterisk. Asterisk symbol or star symbol is also called as the pointer operator, and this is what differentiates it from other normal variables. Let us understand how to create a pointer variable through this program. So first of all, I have declared and initialized a normal variable inside the main function, and I have named this variable as var, and it is having value 100 and it is of integer type. Now I am going to declare my pointer variable. So declare a pointer variable and let's name it as p, and note that the data type of pointer variable should be the same as variable var, because it is going to be a pointer to an integer type. Hence we have int, and since it is a pointer variable, so we will put here an asterisk symbol, this is star symbol, and then we write the name of the pointer as p. After that, put a semicolon. In the third step, initialize the pointer variable. Now while initializing the pointer variable, we don't need to put star. We can simply type the name of the variable, then put assignment operator, and then we can pass the address of our normal variable, which is var in this case. After this, we will display the values. So first of all, I am going to display value of var is equal to, and here I will type var. Now I am going to display /n address of var, and that address I have stored in p, so I can simply put here p, and then I want to know what is the value of star p. So here I will put star p. I'll just explain all these statements in a moment. Let me run the program. Okay, so here you can see the output. First of all, we have value of var, which is 100 because I initialized my variable var with value 100. Now it is saying address of var. Here you can see the address of variable var is in hexadecimal format because 0x means it is in hexadecimal format, and this is the memory location where value 100 under this variable name var is stored inside computer. And finally, we can access the value of variable var via star p. Hence, we are getting value of star p equal to 100. Pointers are needed for several reasons. First reason is that they provide flexibility. We can reserve or manage or free up memory as needed at runtime during the program execution. Second is that they are extremely efficient, as they help in passing larger data structures such as arrays to functions without making copies, which is the case with call by reference. Thus, they help in saving memory and processing time. Third reason is that pointers are crucial for building larger and more complex data storage units such as linked list, trees, and graphs. And finally, they provide direct memory access and enable us to directly access and manipulate memory, which can be useful for optimization and low-level programming. We can create pointer expressions by using operators such as arithmetic operators, relational operators, or increment or decrement operators along with pointers. Let us understand how we can use arithmetic operators along with pointers and create pointer expressions. So here I am going to first declare my variable x, which is a normal variable and having value 10, and let's suppose my next variable is y having value 2. Now I am going to create two pointer variables, namely p1 and p2, and since both of these are pointer variables, their names must be preceded by an asterisk symbol. I am going to now initialize p1 with the address of variable x, and my second variable p2 is going to be initialized with the address of variable y. Now let us perform addition between x and y via their pointers. So here I am going to display addition is equal to, and then here within parenthesis I will mention my first pointer p1, and then outside the parenthesis I will put plus sign, and then again in the parenthesis I will mention p2, and then at the end I will put a semicolon. Same thing I will repeat for subtraction. So here subtraction is equal to, and I will again mention star p1 inside one set of parentheses, then minus sign, then star p2 inside second parenthesis, and then in the third step let's multiply x and y. Multiplication is equal to, once again I will put both of these pointers inside parenthesis and put a star symbol to indicate multiplication between these pointer values, and finally let's perform division /n. Division is it's s equal to, and here star p1 and then divide and then star p2 semicolon. Let's run this program, and here you can see our values were 10 and 2, so addition is 12, subtraction is 10 minus 2, 8, multiplication is 10 multiplied by 2, 20, and division is 10 divided by 2, which gives us 5. So this is how you can perform arithmetic operations on pointers.